Hey there folks, welcome to the Photo Video Show where we explore all things DSLR. I'm your host, Mark Puckett, and on today's show I want to discuss with you my top 5 Final Cut Pro 10 tips and tricks that will help you increase your productivity in your workflow and the things in the business. So if you guys are ready, I know that I am, let's begin now. Number 1, duplicating a project. Now creating a duplicate of your project in Final Cut Pro 10 will confuse a few, mainly because most people are used to seeing a save as item in the file menu. Well, because Final Cut Pro doesn't have that, we have to find another solution. And basically all you have to do is hit Command plus D, and that will bring up your duplicate project window. And this lets you create a duplicate of your project on another hard drive, or it allows you to create a new project with all of the clips associated with your current project, or you can duplicate your project with only the material that you've actually used in your timeline. It's essentially the Final Cut Pro 10 version of the Media Manager from previous versions of Final Cut. Number 2, background rendering. So for those of you that are interested in making sure that you get the most out of the time that you're going to spend in Final Cut Pro 10, make sure that you open up your Final Cut Pro menu, click on Preferences, select Playback, and make sure that the background render box is checked. I usually set mine to 1 second to start background rendering. Anytime at all that I'm not doing something, I want Final Cut Pro 10 to be rendering out my project. The second thing that I do inside of Playback is I use original or optimized media only. Most of the time I won't create any proxy media, I won't do anything other than use the original. That way I can get my project pumped out as fast as humanly possible. This may not apply in all cases, but for the majority of you, I would say this is the number one way to help you save time in rendering out your project. Number 3, keywording. Now, as many of you know, the more that you work on a particular project, you can realize just out of hand that it can get with all of the footage that you're going to end up importing. So what you can do is, as you import new material in your project, simply start to keyword your project as you go. Then whenever you need to find something quick, fast, and in a hurry, you can simply reference the SMART collection that is then created by the different keywords that you add and find what you're looking for very, very quickly. Number 4, using compound clips for audio. When you're working on a project and you have a lot of sound effects or background tracks or whatever it is that you happen to be working with in your project, you can realize very quickly that it can get out of hand. You'll have staggered clips all over the place, and it will make your time finding different elements within your project that much harder. So one of the easiest ways that you can make your life a little bit more sane is to group all of those different clips and types into compound clips. That way you can add volume adjustments and effects independently of the rest of your project, but affecting all of the similar types at the exact same time. Number 5, copying effects. It is extremely easy to copy effects from one clip to the other. Simply hold down the Command and the C key, click on the new clip that you would like those effects to be applied to, and hold down Option Command V. And there you have it. So there you have it, folks. I hope all that information comes in useful and handy for all your purposes and needs. So come on over and find us on Facebook and Twitter, be our friends and our pals. Also find us on via.me and check us out. We've been enjoying that site a whole lot, and we hope you guys will join us. So at any rate, thanks for stopping by here at the Photo Video Show. I'm your host, Mark Puckett. I'll see you guys again next time.